Unlisted was born kind of in the middle of the pandemic when I realized that all of the public swimming pools were going to be closed. And I noticed that my neighbor across the street had a little pool in his side yard. So one day when he was out cutting his grass, I kind of got up the nerve to walk across and mention to him that if he was ever open to selling his house, I was interested in buying his little house with a pool. Ultimately, we agreed that I would have a right of first refusal whenever he was ready to sell. And I just thought this was super cool. Like, he got, a line of sight to a buyer. I got a line of sight to my dream home. And I just thought we should be doing more of this. We should be having proactive conversations about future real estate transactions. There's a lot of challenges in real estate. A house pops up for sale. We have to rush over. We have to decide if it's for us or not within a matter of a couple hours, put in an offer that often represents one of the biggest financial commitments of our life. And we do this all under such an immense amount of stress. We should just be having more conversations about our plans. And that's what we're trying to, enable. That's our why, is to facilitate more neighborly conversations about real estate. It was a software product, so I needed to get something kind of started, and I knew that wasn't going to be free. I went to the EC Angels, made a pitch there, raised about $300,000. That allowed us to build an initial version of the platform to kind of run some tests and do some early marketing and, validate if there was something here or not. And we ended up raising another $500,000 in that round, so we were at about $800,000 to get going. I went and did a pitch competition in New York, and I won $100,000 at that pitch competition. Quickly thereafter, they pulled me into their accelerator, which included another $500,000 investment, so that was $600,000. Not that long after that, they came and offered another $2 million plus a $500,000 commercial agreement. That's kind of the track record of fundraising to date. The bigger vision is that Unlisted becomes a data asset that sits next to your physical asset. And a piece of the data is the information that's already readily available: bedrooms, bathrooms, how big your lot size is, those kinds of things. But also all of the work that's been done on the home since, and it becomes this permanent record of the home that's passed along with the property. The business up on its own 2 feet as quickly as you can, so that you're in a position to run the business as the business is meant to be run. And then that allows you to choose the people that you take money from, which makes all the difference. As a founder, you have to due diligence the investors as much as they're due diligencing you. A program that really made a big impact on Unlisted in the early days was the Catalyst program, which gave us a little bit of extra resources to help bring in engineering talent, which allowed me to move the product forward in a way that we wouldn't have been able to do without these resources. And then eventually, when additional funding came in, we were able to convert some of these Catalyst consultants into full-time employees seamlessly. I've been involved with the Entrepreneur Center for years now. As a founder, as an entrepreneur, you have to tap into the resources that you have available to you. I was fortunate to be able to get access to, mentorship, investors, guidance, resources, right from the get-go by being close to the EC. I think right now it's probably smart to start a solid 9 to 12 months ahead of when you think you need capital. Get really comfortable with the no's. It doesn't mean you need to give up, but you're gonna have to hear a lot of no's, and that's okay. Get your pitch tight. Don't make them work too hard to understand what it is you're doing and why. They need great deals. They need great founders. If that's you are, offering tremendous value, and you need to make sure that you're sourcing your investors thoughtfully, just as they're sourcing their deals thoughtfully. For anybody looking for a home that's, having trouble finding what they want on Zillow, come to unlistedhomes.com, search every single home, and get yourself on a wait list for your favorites.